Hi guys, welcome to this episode. Today I want to talk about new features that should be added to DSLRs. And in my last videos, I was talking about filters, and I kind of went on to one. And I want to talk about a few things. Remember to enter the competition to win a Canon 7D. All you need to do is answer when was the Canon 7D launch and inbox me via my Instagram, which is on my page, to be entered into the competition to get a recondition, not a new one, Canon 7D. All right, so what I want to talk about in this film is things that Canon and Nikon should do to these cameras. And it's about innovation more than anything else. I don't know about how you guys feel, but I feel like I've been using these cameras for about 12, 13 years now. And this has never, ever really changed. This has really never, ever changed. This has changed slightly in terms of like clicking on and having touchscreen capabilities. But I'm looking at these cameras. Yes, we want the best, amazing picture qualities, but I don't see enough innovation in these cameras. And what I would like to see is the fact that I can film different ratios on this screen, where I can film, phone ratio, and be able to upload my video phone ratio to Instagram and TikTok particularly, because if I look at that ratio is not the right ratio for it's going to crop a little bit of that, isn't it? And I just feel like I don't really want to film in this ratio anymore. I really want to film in phone size and be able to upload directly from this to my TikTok from my DSLR. I think you're missing a trick here, camera people. I think you need to allow users to be able to download TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, and even Twitter, and even Threads now, and be able to upload my content from my DSLR straight to these platforms. I just find the whole thing of taking this thing out, getting it out, or going to my Wi-Fi settings, go to my menu and setting all this up, old hack, do you know what I mean? Like, I have to click on that, and I have to, select my Bluetooth Wi-Fi. I have to go to, who does all this? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so long-winded. And you need to simplify this stuff for users, because we don't have time to be doing all this. When you can just get a smartphone out your pocket, photograph pictures, and literally upload within minutes to my TikTok account, and have that content available at a very good quality for phone size, then those features are missing on a camera like this. So let me know what you guys think. I personally think those things need to be introduced. And they need to be sort of kind of like really embedded. I think also when you're taking a photograph, it'd be nice to see more things on here, like maybe like a slight audio telling you maybe if you're taking a picture and you're not quite sure whether the ISO aperture is quite right and you're still taking it, maybe some sort of kind of like vibration or some sort of noise that says this picture's not going to come out quite right. I know there's the histogram of color ratio and all that sort of stuff, and the balance, but you have to look away from the camera to look back to the camera to see those features, and I think that's sometimes a bit more time consuming for users. And I think if the camera sort of kind of vibrated, say no, don't take this picture, it's not going to come out right, or there's an error, like for example errors as well. And I'm jumping guns here, but if you've had DSLRs, particularly old ones, and when you got an error and you're on a job, you're like, oh my days. It'd be really, really nice to have some sort of like you got your new cameras and little icons pop up to say that your camera needs a service, etc. It'd be quite cool if the camera could give you an indication that there might be something wrong through a diagnostic, for example. Because I think for professional users, when you're using them and you're taking thousands of pictures and thousands of video clips of 4K and 8K and all the rest of it, you are really driving that camera forward to a huge level. And when things go wrong, like for example, let me give you a scenario. One of my lenses, I had an L lens, and the L lens packed on a job for me. And if I knew there was something wrong with that lens and I did a diagnostic that through my camera prior to that job, and I could do that every single time I go on a job, then I would have been more safeguarded to replace that lens or bring another lens with me, which I did anyway, to ensure that I don't have those types of barriers. So I feel like that's something that, you know, needs to be improved. This screen as well, I just think, I know why this is here, because of the selfie world and the fact that you know, people like to do selfies like this or video blogs, etc. But I just think even this is quite old. I just don't understand why it isn't a whole screen. I understand that probably users like this grip and people will probably question what I'm saying, but I just think that where's the innovation in this? This has probably been around about 5, 7, 8 years, probably 10 years now, this flip screen. And even the flip screen diameter, depth, the look of it from model to model hasn't really changed very much, you know, in terms of like the look and the spec of it. So I think that's something that needs to be innovated as well. I just think file sharing is really kind of like important nowadays, particularly if with content that you want uploaded like within seconds as opposed to, you know, minutes or even hours. You need your content as quick as possible, and the fact that I have to set Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and download and extract files, to me, is just darn stupid. What do you guys think? You tell me what you guys think. Am I talking out my own, you know, I don't want to say the word, but, you know, or do you agree with me? What do you guys think? There needs to be new innovation in this camera, and there needs to be new settings and new features, or do you think this is the end of DSLRs? You know, I just feel like if there's not radical innovation in these cameras in the next 4 or 5 years. I know they've got a Canon and Nikon, Sony have got all these mirrorless cameras which are a very high price range, and yes, they produce pretty quality images, but you know, out of 100 people, how many are going to be looking at their content on a big screen? You know, probably 2 out of 10, I would say. The other 10 will probably most likely look at their video content or their photographs via their smartphone. You know, and you can disagree with me with that, but I would probably think 8 out of 10 people will probably look at their high resolution quality images and video of their promos or their documentaries or whatever it may be through their smartphone. So if I know my smartphone is producing amazing content quality and I don't necessarily need to use one of these because of all the cumbersome things I need to do, then why take one? Like, I don't really take one of these on holiday with me. I don't really take one of these on out in, you know, sort of the world just photographing, because they are heavy, they are cumbersome. So in order for me to take one of these, I need it to have more value and more usability features for me to be able to get it out. You know, whenever I walk around any city, I always see an individual that's, dare I say, and you might disagree with me, a certain age that's still carrying these around. You know, they haven't shifted to new innovation, and it is a bit of old school, and it needs to have some new radical innovations implied in it. It'd be lovely if I could just watch a film on this. You know, why can't I connect to the internet on this and watch a film? Like, for example, let me give you another scenario. If I'm shooting documentaries and I want to have a reference film, why can't I have I'm filming and I have a little screen in the corner which allows me to watch the content over again, or watch a YouTube video as reference? Why can't I do things like that? And I just feel like this camera is packed with features, and it's packed with lots of features that have been around for decades. And obviously they've innovated from traditional you know, film-based cameras to digital, and now to like you know, touchscreen features. But even those touchscreen features are a bit outdated. So I think Canon, Sony, Nikon, please try to innovate. I just, you know, I'm kind of like coming towards the end of my time with DSLRs, and I'm thinking about getting maybe one more mirrorless, and after that I might just go electric, like how electric people, and just film with my smartphone. And that is a real shame, Tatry. So please think of new innovation for keeping people like me buying these, and institutions and media companies, etc., giving value to what they do. Or I just feel like at some point there will be less users of these cameras, and it's very hard to find them in retail stores now, because, you know, retail stores, like I went to a store in the UK, and I went to do a electrical shop, and they don't sell DSLRs anymore because they don't sell enough units in order to make profit. So you know, you have to go to specialists, or you have to go online to buy one of these, and that will reduce your market share as well. So really think about, you know, new innovation and something that's going to add value to the audience that uses them with, you know, with a lot of love, to tell you the truth. You know, and people that watch my channel know that you like cameras and I like cameras, and that's why you subscribe to my channel. So definitely you want to see new innovation in cameras. So thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, please do post, and I'm happy to respond.